Hi, we're getting married.
Congratulations.
I just realized I need a video but didn't allocate any budget for it.
Do you know what kind of video you're looking for?
I want everything. It must include a 20-minute cinematic film shot on DSLR, and a 2-minute trailer film, and all the ceremony and speeches and guest interviews in full. But it has to be cheap because we spent all our money on other things, and without a video we'll have nothing to remember them by.
Okay, do you have a specific budget in mind?
Well, you're only there for a few hours and this is my special day, so it can't be very much. I need it all recording full high definition and turning into a high-quality Hollywood-style movie. But it must be cheap.
Well, let's start with what kind of ceremony you're having.
A lovely church ceremony. I'll arrive in my expensive hired car, be in my really expensive dress with really expensive flowers that probably won't last more than a day or so. And then my bridesmaids will all be in their expensive dresses with expensive flowers too.
I understand.
And the guys will be in their really expensive hired suits. So I need everything capturing on video in really high quality, but it must be cheap.
Okay.
And you'll need to come to the church rehearsal in your spare time to agree all the camera positions, because I've read that every church is different, and I need you to get the very best shots of me and make me look like a princess on my dream day. I want to remember this day forever.
Okay.
I need you to make me look $1 million, but I have no budget left for video, so it must be cheap.
How many hours of coverage would you like on the day?
All day.
All day?
Yes, all day. I want you to cover everything, from me getting ready until after the first dance. And, oh, there'll need to be more than one of you, because you need to cover my fiancé getting ready at the same time but in a totally different location.
We can do that.
But, it must be cheap because we don't want to get ripped off. And, I want to make sure you do have multiple cameras to record me from every angle all day, and I want it in full HD, 1080p. And it must be cheap.
So how much budget do you actually have available for your video?
We spent about £400 on a car, and I'm really excited because I'll get to ride in it for about 5 minutes from my home to the church, then another 10 minutes from the church to the reception. So I'm really looking forward to it. And we got a DJ that's costing $350 for just 4 hours at night, so the video will need to be cheap because we've already spent all our money on other things. We're also inviting lots of people. Some of them we rarely see, and there's even some I've never met before, and will probably never see again afterwards.
Really?
So we're spending lots of money on things like chair covers, table decorations and favors and lots of flowers at the church I won't even notice on the day.
Oh.
And while we don't get to keep any of this stuff after the day, they cost a lot of money, so it will really impress people.
Indeed.
But that means there's no money left for a video.
Oh, really? So, just to clarify, you want me to drive to the church before the day and spend time at your rehearsal?
Yes.
Then on the day itself you'd like at least 2 of us to drive to different locations to film you and your fiancé getting ready?
Yes.
Then to the church for the ceremony?
Yes.
And then to the reception?
Yes.
Covering events for around 12 hours in total?
Yes.
So that's 2 people times 12 is 24 man-hours on the day, plus traveling time at the start and end of the day.
Yes.
And you want us to bring lots of expensive high-quality equipment to capture you from multiple angles all day long?
Yes.
Not to mention the cost of our insurance, music license fees, DVD production costs and other overheads we need to cover.
Yes, I want it all. Cheap.
Then after the day you'd like us to spend hours, days or possibly weeks editing your film into a Hollywood-style movie with an excellent soundtrack?
Yes.
Great color?
Yes.
And of course nothing like the shaky home movie the other cheaper guys do that make you seasick.
Definitely not.
And you want it to be totally awesome.
Yes, totally awesome because I want to impress my friends with the video I'm making. I want to make them all so jealous.
I see.
So I've seen your samples, and they are so much better than the other guys around, because I got seasick watching theirs, but the other guys are so much cheaper than you. I need you to match their price.
Did you ever wonder why the other guys are so much cheaper?
No, because all wedding videos are the same, aren't they? So they should all cost the same.
No.
Well, it doesn't matter because I don't like their videos as much as yours, so I only want you to film my wedding because your films are so much better.
How much were you hoping it would be?
500 or less. Definitely no more.
500. Let me just check if I have this right. You hired a car for £400 so you can ride in it for 15 minutes.
Yes.
And for just £100 more you want me to come to the rehearsal before the day, work for 24 hours on the day, work for days and days afterwards editing it, for just £100 more than a 15-minute car ride.
Yes.
And this is because you've spent all your other money on favors etc. just to impress people you never met before and will likely never meet again?
Yes. Videos seem so expensive. You're only there a short time, and since you're having so much fun filming my wedding, you should be really happy to do it really cheap. There was this guy on Gumtree who's just bought his very first camera last week for £80 and now he's a professional wedding video guy. He said he'd do it for only $250.
He just bought a really cheap camera a week ago, and now he's calling himself a professional?
Yes. My friend saw a video of his dog on YouTube, so he must be good.
You think because someone has a video of their dog on YouTube it qualifies them to shoot your wedding?
Yes.
Does he have a backup camera?
No.
Does he have any wireless radio microphones or other external audio recorders to capture the vows and exchange of rings or the speeches after the meal?
No.
Does he have any lights in case the reception is really dark?
No.
Is he properly insured?
No.
Okay. Has he actually filmed a wedding before?
No.
Has he even been to a wedding before as a guest?
No, we'd be his first one. So can you do it cheaper than him?
So he's never been to a wedding, has no idea how things run, and you want me to compete with him on price?
Yes. You won't be there very long and it will be great fun.
Lady, cheap videos are cheap for a reason. Think about it.
But you're only there for a few hours. It really shouldn't cost much because you'll be having fun at my wedding and I look like a princess.
It takes a lot of work to make a really good video of a full day's celebrations, and just because you don't see us doing all the work in the edit suite after the day doesn't mean it should be free or even cheap.
So, do we get the video at the end of the night?
No. Like I said, it takes lots of time after the day in the edit suite.
So why don't we get it at the end of the night before you leave? The guy on Gumtree said he did his editing in camera and just gave us a disc at the end of the night.
You're asking me to quote because you like our videos. You can clearly see they are better than the other guy who is cheaper, has inferior equipment, can't capture audio very well, doesn't do very good editing, has really poor color corrections, and their video is so shaky it's enough to make you seasick.
Yes.
You want us to bring multiple videographers so that we can cover multiple locations and multiple angles throughout the day, all in full HD.
Yes.
But you want it at the same price that one guy with one camera, no backup equipment and no insurance is offering you on Gumtree?
Yes.
Oh boy, sorry, we don't do cheap. We make high-quality films with good audio.
Yes, that's what I want. Good quality. But cheap.